It's frozen. everyone, and welcome to the Maryville University Hockey Center here in Chesterfield, Missouri. I'm Todd Panula alongside Chuck Kraus, and we'll be bringing you all of today's exciting MACHA Conference Tournament action as things get underway here with the opening round. And this opening game of the tournament will be between the Bradley Braves and the SIUe Cougars. Just to let you know about a little bit background information between these two teams. Interesting story with the SIUe Cougars. They basically got in because one of the top seeds in this team, Iowa State, knocked off McKendree in a sweep last weekend. That basically granted SIUe the berth in this conference tournament. So in a matter of speaking, they kind of back in, but their coach still believes in them. They think that they did enough during the regular season to kind of earn their way in anyway.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what way you get in, you're in. So as they always say in hockey, playoffs or a second season, Todd. So they get a rebirth, they get another chance, and I'm sure, like you just said, the head coach and the rest of the guys, it's a new life, and they're going to play very hard, I guarantee, as we always see in the SIUe Cougars. But now that they have new life, new rebirth, great for them, and good luck to them.
So they come in with a record of 5-11-1, so the lowest seed in the tournament. But a lot of that has to do with the disparity between games played, and that's kind of why they got the selection over McKendree. And it ended up benefiting them, being they did come in with a couple losses, but McKendree a couple losses as well. So just kind of the way the dice end up rolling, whereas the Bradley Braves come in 16-9 overall. A hot offensive team, 115 goals scored in the regular season, so they're going to be difficult for the Cougars to try to shut down here this afternoon.
I mean, when you're putting up numbers like that, the Cougars got to look at that and go, okay, here's their numbers. Let's try to get some block shots. Let's try to keep the shots off our goaltender. Good on Bradley, and kind of a selfish thing, Todd. These are teams that you and I don't get to see a lot. So this is a treat for everybody involved. The teams get to come here to the Maryville University Hockey Center. We get to call some great programs, and it's going to be a fun, long weekend.
So it should be exciting hockey. Stay tuned. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop between the Braves and the Cougars right here at the MACHA Conference Tournament.
Howie's Stretch Grip Tape is a self-adhering cushiony gauze for better grip at the end of your knob. It's spongy for maximized comfort and cushion on your gloves, and it's soft yet abrasive to ensure the best grip. Howie's Pro Grip Tape is self-adhering with no adhesive to create an all-around grip on your stick knob. It uses a thinner material than our Stretch Grip Tape to create a coarse abrasive tack on your gloves, and it's used around the globe by professionals.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI-automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play. At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reels 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools.
And welcome back to the Maryville University Hockey Center. We apologize for the technical difficulties. We use a Pixelot system here, so it's basically a robot camera. But unfortunately, as does happen with technology, sometimes it decides not to work. So we'll give you an old school radio broadcast with things underway. The puck is live, and so are we. It's the SIUe Cougars against the Bradley Braves, with the Braves getting it into the offensive zone. A quick shot and an early pad save, and then the rebound put wide on the blocker's side with a left-handed catching goaltender, Brendan Rash, between the pipes for the Cougars. Rash comes in with a record of 3-2-1, 3.06, and 9.20 is his save percentage. Cougars go in towards the attack, but they run into 4 defenders, with the lone attacking player being Mark Tucker. Cougars in possession in behind their net. They're going left to right. 45 seconds played here in Chesterfield. Game number 1 of this MACHA conference tournament. Based on the seedings and the regular season records, most would expect Bradley to come out of this victorious, but that's why you play the game. SIUe coming in. Didn't get too many regular season wins, but all you need is one here this afternoon, and then you carry on. Zakach rims one around as it goes to the far side. Pulled down by Blake Smith. He comes up through the middle. The puck explodes off the stick. Comes back in for Zakach. Bradley lost it as Spence was knocked to the boards by Pearce. Cougars have it back in their own zone as they spin around. Watson comes around here to the near boards. Up the boards for DeFosset. He scoops one in. Chasing it down is Verhaar. He catches up to it behind the net, goes over towards the far corner, takes a hit but makes the play. Shot in from the far circle was denied. Defender got a skate in front of it. That was Zach Pierce. Big collision in behind the net. Verhaar taken down heavy. He gets up. Picks up the puck after a scrum. The Braves come out with it after a giveaway. They get it into the offensive zone, but not under possession. A little over 2 minutes played here. One shot on goal. That one is to the credit of the Braves. Forced a good pad save. The puck ends up on the back of the cage. Picked up by the Cougars as they try to escape their own zone. Spence keeps it in, but he gives it away as it was a blind backhand pass through the middle. Puck goes the length of the ice, but not for icing as it ended up being on goal. Braves quickly transition zone to zone as the puck goes back and forth. SIUe ends up with it in their offensive end. Braves steal it in the neutral zone as the puck is continually going back and forth here. 3 minutes played. Cahoot with a shot from the left point. That's blocked. He skates down to the goal line.
Oh.
Deflected in front and a big save made by Rash.
Tuttle was in there and got a little bit of a stick on there as he gets his stick slashed right out of his hands. But a good pressure by Cahoot. Bradley coming in the deep zone, able to get it out front, and Tuttle was able to get that nice shot.
So a lot of back and forth play between these two teams. A lot of energy being spent, but not misdirected, as there's a couple big saves made by Rash. One came from the top of the circle. The rebound was backhanded right back into his right pad. And the Cougars goaltender has been on point so far this afternoon. Tucker comes in on the right wing. He centers one off the stick of Tucker as it was Tucker to Tucker. Lucas Tucker was the intended target in the middle of the ice. He heads off on a change. Mark Tucker stays on as there was a partial change. Braves ice the puck, but it went off the stick of Maxfield, so it does not end up being an icing. Smith from the near side, giveaway right through the middle. Zakach shoots wide. He puts it back into the mixer. Another save made by Rash as he denies Jack Flood right on the doorstep.
Boy, Flood was all alone, and he had his winger to his right. Essentially, it was a 3-on-0 there, Todd. But SIUe's goaltender says no thank you and keeps it a 0-0 game.
Saw some of those turnovers by the St. Louis Blues yesterday. For those of you who are in the St. Louis area, another scramble right in front. Ends up with Rash pinning it underneath his right skate. .57 left to go here in the first period. Shots 5-1 in favor of the Braves.
And we're starting to see that 115 shots on goal, Todd, or 115 shots on goal that Bradley's known for. They put 5 up here in the first 4 minutes of the game.
Definitely an offensive team. Here come the Cougars, though, as they press onto the attack. The shot was blocked from the far circle. Chopped back in behind the net where there is a broken stick from that scrum moments ago. Collision in behind the net, jarred the puck loose. Braves come out with it. They try to feather a pass through the middle. That's cut out by Schreiber. He just tossed it over to the near wing. LaRose was in there. Given away on the near side. Long stretch pass was intended for Pierce. But it was out of his reach. Ends up as an icing call.
So what a great start for Bradley. I mean, they're really showing, like you said, an offensive team. They're really showing what they're made of and that they can put them shots on goal.
Puck ends up in behind the Bradley goal. Cougars carry it over to the far corner. Shot from the edge of the circle is blocked. Pierce ends up with the puck after another blocked shot, knocked it out, and then he is taken out right at the red line. He's shaken up. That was a clean hip check. Due to the height difference between the two players, Pierce took it a little bit on the knee, but still a good clean check. Now Tucker comes over the red line, spins one into the far corner. Braves toss it right back into neutral ice. Maxfield collects. He'll skate up to the hash marks into the corner. Bad angle chance, trying to put it in front for a tip. Knocked away. Puck pinballing back and forth. Maxfield on the near point, skates to the edge of the circle. Shot right into the B on the chest of Devin Schneider, who is the starting goaltender. Evan Schneider comes in 7-4 with a .287 goals against and a save percentage of just over 90%. Kohut rims it around. This one looks like it's going to roll all the way down for icing, and it will. Clock stops with 13:58 to go here in the first period. Scoreless game in our first game of the tournament.
Yeah, scoreless game. A lot of shots so far, Todd. I mean, that's a little less than a full period of shots, but Bradley's really putting them on so far.
Be interesting to see once we get into the second and third periods if this energy level will be sustainable for both teams.
Right.
Stick save made on a shot from the far circle as the Braves get it into the attacking zone. On the stick now of Sorrentino. He got it back to Kohut. His shot was deflected on the way through. Cougars come out in transition, brought in by Watson. He skates up to the right wing. Kohut made the block as the puck sailed over the goal. Schreiber lost it on the circle. Puck loose. A shot in and save made by Schneider. The chance goes the way of LaRose.
It's a goaltender show so far, Todd. When they're facing all these shots, both goaltenders are standing at the top of their crease, keeping everything out.
Barabat ends up with the puck. LaRose walks the line. Deflected on the wrist shot, but the puck just bounced wide. Jabbed back down low by Braden Rowe. Bodies falling all over each other in the far side corner. Puck flung over here to the near boards. LaRose pinches in, keeps it alive. Purabet, he is smushed up against the glass. The check thrown by Flood. Purabet shrugs it off, regains possession. LaRose with another shot, another deflection, and it still goes wide to the far post. Jabbed up the far boards, but kept alive. Cougars having a fantastic offensive shift right now. Purabet had it poke checked away. The Cougars still hold it in, at least for the moment. Puck finally trickles over the blue line, set right back in, delayed offside. Braves collect it, spin it up towards Cohen. And it's ultimately chopped up into the Cougars bench. Clock stops with 12:23 to go here in the first period.
So these tournaments and these playoffs, Todd, I mean, you never know what you're going to get. Like we said, it's a second season. We see Bradley come out, put 6 on right away, and you're thinking, man, yeah, these shots are, this is going to add up. Well, then SIUe turns around and has that last forward possession, and it had zone time for 3 minutes. So both teams playing real hard. It's going to be an interesting ending, I'm sure.
Cougars only with 3 official shots on goal, but they had a couple of those nice deflections that only missed by a couple inches. Puck in the neutral zone. Slammed in there by Cullberg. Brought back by Zakac. Filtered around in behind the Cougars' goal. Jabbed over here to the near boards. Mark Tucker struggled to get it off the wall. Finds Lucas Tucker. He dumps it in as both Tuckers head off on a change this time. Puck loose in the far corners. Zakac with a little lackadaisical trying to get it up. And now it is in the possession of the Cougars as they have it in the far corner. Lost for the moment. The Cougars put one towards goal. A defender got a piece of it on the way through. Schneider dives out, covers it up, and we'll get a stoppage.
Exactly what you got to do. Shots on, shots on, shots on. Make the goalie work for it. Make the goalie tire. And that's exactly what they're doing. So
McAtee was the one to take the shot. He wins the face-off as well, but it split his 2 defensive options, so it comes all the way into the neutral zone. Put up towards the attacking line for the Cougars, but defended well by the Braves. Brought down by Kohut. He tries a backhand pass through the middle. Pierce spins one towards goal off the backhand toe. Kohut, he's all the way down on the corner. Defender joining in the offense. Now he tells his forward to change positions. Spence goes up, tries to catch up to the puck. Gives it back to Kohut. A shot misses just wide. Rebound all the way out of the zone. Defosset couldn't catch up to it as that one had some steam behind it. But the Braves put it back in on the wrong side of the red line, so they're guilty of an icing call with 10:46 to go in the first.
I believe it was the first icing so far of the period, isn't that, Todd?
Might be the second.
Okay.
They've had a few of them that were close and ended up on goal for either team, so that's the first one that's missed pretty much by that much. Rimmed back around the near side by Schreiber. Pierce slams his body up against the wall, keeps it alive for the Cougars. LaRose swats at it. Got it along the wall, but the Braves ultimately put it back into the neutral zone. As they put it into their own zone, they almost gave it away. Now they find an attack, and they spring a 2-on-1. They find Pierce alone in the slot. He is slashed, and the arm stays down.
Good defense.
Stick came down, but it was on the stick, so no penalty handed out. That denied a glorious opportunity there for Zach Pierce. Back the other way we go with the Cougars in the offensive zone. Puck loose on the far circle. Comes back to the blue line. Skating in. Shot off a skate. Making the block was Schmidt. To the high slot. Toe save made on the drive by Rowe. Another block shot into the far corner. Watson comes up with the loose puck. Finally just gloved down, and then Pierce will send it out as the Braves are absolutely gassed. Pierce struggling to keep himself upright.
When you got guys rushing in like that and forechecking you as SIUe is, yeah, I don't blame Bradley for being a little bit winded.
Very reminiscent of what you see in NCAA basketball tournaments, to where the lower seed almost comes in with that mentality of they're playing with house money, so they just go at it.
Yeah, nothing to lose. Why not?
Cougars still don't have as many shots on goal, but they have definitely swung the possession in their favor. They have it in their own zone. Cullberg flips it over to the far wing. Rink wide pass to the near boards for Tucker. He comes in, pinches towards the middle, shoots from the circle. That's blocked. Puts one in behind the net. Trying to go skate to stick for Tucker, but it's intercepted. Straker comes the other way on the left wing for the Braves and then lost it in between the wickets of the defender of the Cougars. Cullibert getting a skate to it. Cougars gained the red line, and then Lucas Tucker flipped it in. No icing as he was close enough to the red line. Puck loose along the side of the goal, and a long poke check made by Schneider. A bouncer in front, almost caught them. Here's Purabat. He'll backhand one in behind the cage. Collision jars it loose, but the Cougars still have it. Rink wide, and it's off the heel of the stick of Maxfield. Otherwise, he had an empty net. He still got it towards goal, but that didn't get on with as much as he wanted.
What a great setup. That rushing defender comes in. Nobody even saw him. He got behind everybody, Todd. And like you said, right off the heel of his stick. Man, what a great opportunity for SIUe and Max Caulfield.
Braves win the faceoff, but the Cougars end up with it. Schreiber skates it over to the far boards. Back to LaRose at the point straight away. Worked around here to the near side. And it's offside as the puck did just escape over on the far end. .7:53 to go here in the first. Shots starting to even out. 7-5, still in favor of the Braves, but ultimately the score is still 0-0. Braves win the faceoff. Individual play there by Trevor Quinn as he tried to skate it in. He was denied. Cougars press the reset button back in their own zone. 7:35 to go, first period. A blind backhand pass does find Kohut. He's on his own goal line. Stretch pass up through the middle. They were looking for Quinn. That got all the way through on goal, and ultimately Rash has to cover it up.
Yeah, he would have been off to the races.
Just a little bit too far behind him. He's still got a stick on it, but not cleanly held. Bishop wins the faceoff for the Braves, and then it was knocked down with a high stick, but played by the Cougars, so no whistle coming. Jabbed forward by McAtee. He gets it into the offensive end and then heads off on a change. Almost intercepted by DeFawcett as he came in on the forecheck. Puck goes around to the far corner. Pinching in now is Watson as he steals it for the Cougars. Cougars wearing their dark red and whites, countered by the white and red of Bradley as they scoop one out of play. But right now it has been the team in red doing all the challenging here in the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say, so far this period belongs to SIUe. I mean, their forecheck has just been lights out.
So following this game, we encourage you to stay tuned. Obviously, we'll start a new stream, but we will have another opening round matchup. It'll be between the Illinois State Redbirds against the Maryville Saints. Puck will drop on that one at roughly 5:30 Central Time. Icing was waved off in the last minute. Into the slot it goes, and Schneider was spun around. Just a little bit out of sorts, otherwise he had an opportunity. Schreiber heads off on a change. Perez tried to deflect it in, but it just missed his stick, so it ends up as an icing call against the Cougars. The faceoff will come down to our left.
So looking at two out-of-town teams, not really out of town for SIUe, Todd, but nice crowd here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. Glad to see the folks come out, watch their respective teams play in the playoffs.
Yeah, a lot of the players for SIUe are from Illinois, as there's a backhand chance. Baby, what a diving save by Rash.
Wow.
He denies the chance over towards the far post. It was Andrew Spence over there. Got a clean look at it on his off wing. But the goaltender was up to the task.
Look out. Oh, I thought it was coming back.
Bryant had the drive from the near side point, ricocheted off the end wall, almost off the skate of Rash. And can you imagine making all these saves here in the first period and then having one go in like that?
Yeah. Reminiscent of that trickler last night at the Blues game.
Let's not think of that too much. Sorrentino comes over to the near boards for Straker. He had his pocket picked. Maxfield goes the other way, tries to hand it off to Tucker. That's Mark Tucker. He's out-dueled in a jousting match with Crandall. Puck still comes into the middle to Lucas Tucker. He got a good shot off, but again, right into that B on the chest of Schneider.
Yeah, great opportunity coming down the right side and feeds it right in the middle for the one-timer. Them Tucker boys out there causing some havoc for Bradley.
They've had a few interesting shifts. They're kind of sneaky. They don't do a whole lot with the puck, and then all of a sudden it's just one or two moves, and they end up with a shot on goal. Now here's a chance for Flood. He had his pocket picked. Now the shot in. Oh, what a blocker save by Rash as he denies Quinn.
So an original great play here at the blue line. The SIUe defender was able to lift the stick of the Bradley forward that was rushing, but Bradley had two of them, so the second offender was able to get that puck and in for the shot. And like we said, another great save by these goaltenders really showing up this afternoon.
And in terms of body motion, it was just a little flick out of the blocker, but Quinn was basically on the edge of the circle, so that he had no reaction time to make that
Yeah.
stop. So, I mean, that's a really good save. Crandall puts one in. Here's Quinn again. He drops it to Flood. Back to Quinn on the edge of the circle. He's bumped down, and the puck is going the other way. LaRose.
Oh!
And he puts it onto the tape of Verhaar. He is blown up at the blue line. Kohut is going into the box. He stepped up, took a piece of the player, but the referee saw a little too much in it.
I would imagine they're going to call an interference. Let's see here.
Charging is
Charging.
the call.
I mean, from our vantage point, Todd, which is right in front of us, it looked as clean as it gets. I could understand an interference because the puck had moved on, but, the refs called a charge. So SIUe is going to go on the power play, 2 minutes, 4:42 left in the first period.
So, yeah, I was watching the puck, so I couldn't see how many strides he took into that hit, which is basically what they
base
that on.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, as you said, the hit itself was fine. I mean, it looked really bad because Daniel Verhaar was looking the opposite way.
I mean,
so.
head up, right? They teach you that when you're little.
Already 25 seconds gone. Watson comes in on the near wing, picks up some speed, avoids the poke check, tried to send it into the middle. He regains the puck after it was knocked loose. He gets it back on the circle. Cross ice here to the near side. Now straightaway point. Culleberg sends it back to Watson. He'll spin one towards goal. That's blocked. And that puck took a weird roll along the edge of the boards, and it ultimately popped out of the zone. Wagner trying to come back in, gives it over to Mark Tucker, I should say. I combined both of them, I think. Here's Mark Tucker, back to Wagner on the circle. Shot in, and that whistles wide off the corner boards and out. So the Cougars will push the reset button. 3:30 to go in the period. 45 seconds left in the power play. Near side for Paris. He'll come in. Number 23 puts one towards goal. Almost snuck in as that went off the right pad. Got it through a little bit of a screen, but the Braves clear out the rebound. Paris drops it to Maxfield. He's back at his own blue line. Comes through the middle, but kind of avoided all of his options there. And the Braves will clear it out. Maxfield fires over to the far side. Rowe skates up towards the blue line and dumps it in. Paris will chase it down. Maxfield puts one high. It was almost knocked down with a high stick by Corey Sperry. Not to be mixed up with Corey Perry.
Not to be mixed up, you're right.
Rowe puts it over to the near side. 5-on-5 action as the penalty is over, so Cougars 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Paris came close to turning that over. puts it off the far boards, tapped into the zone by Verhaar, but he goes off on a change. Trying to go in on the forecheck was Quatlander. Braves pick up the loose puck, play it off the boards in front of their own bench, which is on the far side. Scooped into the near side corners. The Braves are going to mix up their lines. 2:05 to go here in the first period. Quatlander backhands it up the boards. Deflected shot from the point goes out of play. The faceoff will stay inside the Cougars' defensive zone here on our left.
You know, again, we apologize for the video being out, especially when big hits like that happen in the middle of the ice. I wish, folks, you could have seen it. A big body hit right in the middle of the ice here, close to SIUe's blue line. Verhaar took the worst of that one.
Nobody won the faceoff. It just kind of stuck on the dot for about a second or two. Cougars come out with it. Sperry scoops it in. That's going to end up on goal, and Schneider will cover it up. So we'll have a faceoff on the other side. 1:46 to go here in an entertaining first period.
Really has been. Yeah, no goals, but everything else has been nice and entertaining.
Lucas Tucker was tied off on the faceoff. Still the Cougars come up with the puck as they battle for it in the near corner. It's kicked over in behind the net. Braves deflect it, but not out. A deflected shot through the middle. Schneider may have gotten a stick to it. It ends up in the near corner. Another scrum between Tucker and Flood. Here's Lucas Tucker to the backhand, and the puck just squirted away. He never got it cleanly on goal. Mark Tucker with a shot, and that's knocked away by a defender as well. A bouncer in behind the net as the Cougars are changing their lines. Wise strategy employed by SIUe as they have really kept their line changes quick and short. Fawcett was tied up. Awkward check thrown there by Watson. Almost put his opponent's head into the boards. Just avoided a penalty. Puck squirts over to the far boards. Flood was there, but he couldn't do anything with it. It's a catch. Lost it along the near side of the cage. It pops out in front. Goaltender punches at it, but cannot cover. Kohut keeps it alive on the offensive end for the Braves. 40 seconds left. Flood gets it down low. The catch puts it in front, and only a defensive stick denied a chance for Quinn. On the counter, 3-on-2, and a good poke check made by Crandall, and that puts the Cougars offside.
Great opportunity for Bradley down low. SIUe goaltender sprawling out, looking for it. He was on his stomach for a second, but his defenders did a great job at getting it out of the zone.
So we'll have a neutral zone face-off with 29.5 seconds left. Won by the Cougars. They'll rim it around. Schneider comes out of his crease to pin it up along the boards. Braves almost lost it in the corner. Kicked up the ice and finally sent up into the middle. Here's the catch. He'll put one in. Streaker kicks at it. Rebound, score! From the defensive position, it's Corey Kohut. One of their leading scorers during the regular season, and he continues that hot streak to make it 1-0 with 11 seconds to go.
You got to rush in. You got to follow your forward man. You got to get that rebound, and that's exactly what Kohut did. The captain of this team breaking in and picking up the trash as SIUe's goaltender made the initial save, but Corey Kohut was there to knock it in. 11.2 seconds left in the period. Bradley takes a 1-0 lead.
Kohut at 1949, and now we're going to get a penalty as there was a Cougars player that went down awkwardly behind the net. Now, if you're SIUe, obviously you want to stick up for your teammate, but you have to be smart about it too because you're about to get a power play with fresh ice in the second period. The referee is escorting, looks like Sam Bryant over towards the penalty box. .9 seconds left. The trainer is out over behind the Bradley goal. So that's never good to see, especially with the players still down. Although, as I say that, he has stood up, and that is Mark Tucker. So a little bit of a round of applause from the Cougars faithful here at the Maryville University Hockey Center. SIUe will go back to the power play. 0 for 1 so far. They'll only have a little under 4 seconds left here, and they lose the faceoff, so that'll just about do it. But they will start the second period with the man advantage as they look to tie things up. The Bradley Braves lead after 20 minutes of play on a goal by Corey Kohut.
Yeah, both teams had so many chances, Todd. Both came back, and as Bradley came out, putting it all on like we usually see, right? So Bradley puts all their shots on. To SIUe, he says, you know what? We're here to play, and SIUe was able to come back with 8 shots. So 12 shots to 8 shots in favor of Bradley. Corey Kohut gets that rebound goal, but it is still anybody's hockey game here. Both teams playing hard, and this second period is going to be real exciting.
So we'll take a quick break. When we come back, we'll give you the recap of the first period and look forward to the second as well in our Hogan Trucking intermission report. Don't go too far. This is the MACHA Conference Tournament right here on
a dream.
Go back to sleep.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play.
Left wing feed goal.
At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reels 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools, so you can easily review plays and coach your team better both during and after the game. This all-in-one, cost-effective solution also allows you to telestrate, tag, and add notes to each move, and watch your upcoming opponent's matches on the Video Exchange platform. Pixelot produces and analyzes thousands of games every single day, from over 130 leagues and tournaments around the globe. Join the AI revolution in sports.
Number ones will cook you with that first step.
Your L, sir. Compliments of the chef.
Number 10s, more gold than Midas.
Midas who?
24s will live in your head.
I'm home.
33s put in so many hours, they'll be the first to defeat Father Time.
What you got, 33?
Time's up, old man.
Run it back! I said run it back!
50s, ice in their veins. And 87s are so good, they just set up shop in the end zone.
Next!
There's power in numbers. Take yours. Powerade. More power for 0 to 99, more power for me.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time. From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
The CCM one-piece boot.
The CCM one-piece boot?
If I had these in my day,
I could have been Connor McDavid.
I could have been Connor McDavid.
Anyone could be Connor McDavid. Helps make your feet faster, gives you a closer fit. Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Looking sharp, bud. Good thing you got that one-piece boot, you duster.
And welcome into the MACHA intermission report in the first intermission between the Bradley Braves and the SIUe Cougars. Today's intermission report brought to you by Hogan Trucking. So 1-0 in favor of Bradley after the first period of play. And if you're SIUe, you have to be incredibly happy with the way you played in that first period, but you have to be somewhat disappointed to give up that late goal as well.
Yeah, the way Bradley came out, I'm sure SIUe's going, okay, here we go. But they answered right back. Yeah, it's 1-0. But the shots are 12-8 in favor of Bradley, and SIUe still got to be happy with their gameplay. For, I would say, 5-6 minutes of that period, SIUe has the puck down in Bradley's zone, and they're really pressuring hard. So a lot more of that they need to do. But if you're SIUe, yeah, that one that you gave up, okay. But I would be happy if I was SIUe.
So it's interesting to see. You mentioned that first 5 minutes or so that Bradley really kind of dominated. Seemed to be that would be the trend throughout the period. But then they get the goal on the counterattack. SIUe's doing most of the possessing. And you mentioned the shot totals, only a disparity of 4. But really the Cougars put a lot that were wide just by a marginal amount. They had some nice deflections in front. So for them, really going forward, they don't need to change a whole lot.
No, they sure don't. Being the team that snuck in, right, there's no secret about that. They sneak in. They're playing a team like Bradley. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing, Cougars. I mean, they're playing some great hockey. They're getting some good breakouts from their own zone, and they're able to get deep into Bradley's zone. So if they just keep putting shots on goal, getting those deflections, like you said, I think SIUe is going to be in good shape.
For the Cougars right now, it almost seems like offense is the best defense.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Bradley Braves, though, they get the goal from Corey Kohut. He had 14 goals in the regular season, so when your top players step up and continue to be the top players in the tournament, then you know that you're going to be capable of making a little bit of a run if they can come out of this game victorious.
Yeah, and when you're putting up 14 goals in the season, you absolutely rely on your big guns, your big guys to get some pucks in the back of the net. When you hit, postseason play. So that's exactly what happened. Corey Kohut puts it in. I'm sure they're happy to go into the second period with a lead, but I think Bradley knows that they got to step it up a little bit, play the Bradley game, and see what they can do against the Cougars.
So going into the second period, obviously both teams don't need to change a whole lot, but do we expect it to continue to be somewhat of a goaltender's duel, or do you think the goals will start coming in?
I think goals will start coming in, however, not because of bad play by the goaltenders, if that makes any sense. I think that the teams kind of got a feel for each other now. They got their feet under them. Some of the hey, it's playoff jitters kind of gone now, and they know, okay, we're in this hockey game. They're set. So I think a little more play by each team's forward lines, especially the big lines, will start putting up some points.
So the cycle was working well for both teams. We saw it in the shot totals with 20 total shots between the two teams in that first period. Only one goal to show for it, though, as we mentioned it in 1949. Corey Kohut puts the Braves on top. That'll wrap up our Hogan Trucking First Intermission Report. When we come back, we'll have the puck drop on the second period of play here from the MACHA Conference Tournament.
The CCM one-piece boot.
The CCM one-piece boot?
If I had these in my day,
I could have been Connor McDavid.
I could have been Connor McDavid.
Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Helps make your feet faster, gives you a closer fit. Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Looking sharp, bud.
Good thing you got the boot, you duster.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play.
Left wing feed goes.
At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reels 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools, so you can easily review plays and coach your team better both during and after the game. This all-in-one, cost-effective solution also allows you to telestrate, tag, and add notes to each move, and watch your upcoming opponent's matches on the Video Exchange platform. Pixelot produces and analyzes thousands of games every single day from over 130 leagues and tournaments around the globe. Join the AI revolution in sports.
Just a dream. Go back to sleep.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time.
That looks good.
For two.
not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
There's power in numbers. Number ones will cook you with that first step.
Your L, sir. Compliments of the chef.
Number 10s, more gold than Midas.
Midas who?
24s will live in your head. 33s put in so many hours, they'll be the first to defeat Father Time.
What you got, 33?
Time's up, old man.
Run it back! I said run it back!
50s, ice in their veins. And 87s are so good, they just set up shop in the end zone.
Next!
There's power in numbers. Take yours. Powerade. More power for 0 to 99, more power for me.
And welcome into the Maryville University Hockey Center here in Chesterfield, Missouri, as we are just about set for second period action. And the Hockey Lords have said, let there be light, so the fans at home can now see the game as well, as we finally got some of those technical difficulties ironed out. And hopefully we'll have video for you the rest of the game.
That's the goal there, Todd.
It's always the aim. I mean, normally you don't put just audio on YouTube, so.
That's true.
1:57 of power play time to open up the second period for the SIUe Cougars as they look to find an equalizer here in the early stages of the middle frame.
Good opportunity coming out on the power play.
Cougars get it into the offensive zone, but not for long as it just kind of trickled over the line. Schreiber brings it right back in as he outraces Kohut. Off the skate of Watson. Trickles over to the far corner. Jabbed around Mark Tucker. Kept alive, though, along the boards as Wagner looking. Watson put it in front. Was trying to get a deflection from Schreiber, but he actually ended up blocking the shot. Cross-ice pass intended for Mark Tucker is cut out and flipped down the ice. Sorrentino will stay out there. His two, make that three line mates will change as Bishop also goes off. Sorrentino trying to see if he can escape as well. He will not. Watson brings it in on the near wing, avoids a couple sweep checks. 1:05 left in the power play. Wagner swept it back in behind the goal. Schreiber with Mark Tucker. Poke check made by Crandall. Mark Tucker jabs it away from him. Here's Schreiber out top. Wagner walks the line deliberately. Now Culleberg does the same. Straight away, wanted the shot. Shot in and wide on the far side. Braves cannot clear. Watson drops it. Culleberg, far side Wagner. Still outside the circle. Dusted off a couple times. Wagner the shot. Just wide on the left toe. Calmly brought down by Schmidt, and he will fire it up the boards and clear. 19 seconds left until we're back to even strength.
SIUe getting good sights from the point, but they're going, it looks like they've been going low glove side. Haven't been able to beat them yet.
Spence makes the poke check. That was Ryan Spence to make the steal.
Oh.
Into the attacking zone, Sperry on his off wing, charges around to the far side, drops it back to the point. Smith back up the boards. Nicely cutting through the defenders, but the puck slipped away, and now here's a breakout opportunity. Kohut drops it. Return pass, unavailable. Looking in front for Pierce. Tuttle was an option as well, but the Cougars bring it out. 2.5 played here in the second period. Always good for at least one of those a game. Stretch pass, finds Pierce. He'll slow it up, and then it's poked away by Purabat. Given right back. Bad angle chance. Pierce elected not to take that shot. Loose along the near boards. Quatlander couldn't clear it out. Maxfield rims it along the far side wall. Loose at center. Kicked into the offensive zone by Patterson. Or Etchison, I should say. Helps when you can read your own writing.
Sometimes it's okay, though.
Quatlander comes in on the offensive end for the Cougars. From his backhand, trying to keep it away. The teams seem to be a little more out of sorts here in the second period than we saw in the first.
Yeah, my prediction of, they found their legs. They're going to play some good hockey here. It's only a couple minutes in, but, different second periods so far, Todd. Both teams not really having too many chances. SIUe starts a second on the power play, gets a couple shots through, but we still got a 1-0 game and the same shot totals.
Flood wins the draw, and it's taken right back by the Cougars. McAtee had it pilfered away. Possession hard to come by for both teams. This one's lobbed in towards goal. Flood finds Cooney, and his shot was knocked down and ultimately covered by Rash.
Yeah, Cooney wide open right there and able to get the shot on. Good feed as he was breaking in all alone.
So Cooney's come up empty so far, but he is right there. It's just that puck settles down for him. You figure he's going to cash in eventually.
Yeah.
Rowe flips it over to the far boards. Kohut stepped up, kept it alive. In front looking for Miller. And now the shot knocked down as Bishop took a chance. There's Crandall. His shot was blocked off the backside of a defender. Sperry kicks it out. Right on goal, so no icing. Mark Tucker puts a glove up, brings down the puck. They say he was onside. McAtee takes a hit, makes a play. Puck in behind. They try to wrap around attempt. Nobody in front. Tucker leaves it there. LaRose on it from the hash marks outside the circle. He's tied up by Bishop and then lost it to Crandall. Stepping up fresh off the bench. Watson keeps it alive for the Cougars. Pushed around here to the near boards. Zakach takes the pitching wedge and just chops it out there.
Kind of choked up on that one, didn't he?
Here's Kohut looking for number 2 to the backhand. Chance up high, and it's stopped by Rash.
Nice little fake. Kohut going down on the right side. Able to get the defender to cheat a little bit. He had a nice shot on the backhand coming out from the outside. So Kohut definitely a thorn in the side of the SIUe Cougars this evening.
Now Schmidt pops one towards goal. That was off of Schreiber. Jousting back and forth. Puck leaves the zone. Schmidt with a rink-wide feed off the skate of Paris. Brought in by Spence. He just avoids the brunt of that check with a nice pirouette. Otherwise, he was going down. Stick save made as the puck goes into the corner. Culleberg slows it up. One of the Braves is slow to get up. I believe that's Zach Pierce. His last couple shifts, he's gotten a little roughed up as well. Wagner steps up, holds his own for the Cougars into the slot, but on the backhand of Watson, so he couldn't really do too much with it. Shots now 16-9 in favor of Bradley as Pierce had that one slip away, but he slowed it up enough to avoid an icing call. Here comes Schreiber. 3 defenders charge at him. Miller tries a shot. That's blocked. Schmidt is suffering after taking that one off of a tender portion of the leg. Kept in there by Smith. Put in front, sticked away by the goaltender. Braves scoop it down, but this one's going to be an icing. Clock will stop with 13:46 to go here in a 1-goal game, second period.
So now things are starting to open up. As of course, as we say, play has not opened up is when it officially starts. So good back and forth play, 16-9 on the shots. We still have a 1-0 game, but I feel one coming here, Todd.
Cougars still trying to reestablish themselves on the offensive end here in the second. It's been much more in favor of Bradley, similar to what we saw in the first period. Up through the middle, that went off of skate, so no icing. Way out of his goal is Schneider. He'll send it over the far boards, picked off by Miller. He puts it over here to the near corner. Rink wide pass and trying to get it back to Miller. Not cleared out. Maxfield's shot knocked down. He keeps it in the zone as the puck didn't have enough to cross the line. Another shot blocked by Flood. And now the Cougars will try a piecemeal change, which will allow the Braves to get it out. Flood comes up to the neutral zone, set it up to Sorrentino through the middle, but just too many Cougars in the way. Crandall to Etchison underneath his skate. Enough of a deflection to avoid an icing. Etchison steps up. Now here's Flood from the circle. Shot on, and that goes out of play.
Good block out in front. Those timely blocks are really what win hockey games, Todd. Nice way to get a block as Bradley was breaking in with steam. So face off to the left of SIUe's goaltender. Offensive zone face off for Bradley.
But that's an example of why fans love playoff style hockey, tournaments, playoffs, what have you. Sometimes a player might not be willing to make that kind of block in the regular season. Here's another one stopped by Rash. .12:36 to go, second period. Face-off will come to the near side. Okay, that was correct. Looked like the referee was going to go to the far circle for a moment. Flood against Paris. Came loose into the slot.
Ooh.
Shot just wide on the near side. High off the glass. And pushed out by Sperry. Braves jostle it back forward. LaRose almost gave it right on to Etchison. He had to make a save there to keep it going 5-hole. Lucas Tucker to Rowe. And then Flood makes a steal. Or, excuse me, that was Cooney. The catch. Crosses the line. Back to the pinball effect here. Just over 8 minutes played. Still a 1-goal game. Kohut looking for a deflection in front. Flood had a stick there, but there was a Cougar in the way as well. Schmidt fires one towards the goal. That's knocked away. Kicked back into the mixer. Left toe save on the chance in close as Rash continues to hold his team in the game. Rink wide pass finds Mark Tucker. He's all sorts of turned around. Schmidt ends up with the puck. We get a whistle as there's an arm up in the air, and holding will be the call. The offending player is Wes Straker.
So another chance for SIUe to get on the board as the shots are 17-9. 11:21 left here in the second. SIUe goes on the power play. We're going to have a face-off to the left of Schneider in Bradley's zone.
And from the Cougars' perspective, you got to cash in on one of these eventually because officials can say they don't think about that all they want, but eventually the power play numbers are probably going to start evening out.
Yeah.
Right now it's 3-0 in favor of the Cougars in terms of the power plays, but they are 0 for 2 so far. Cullibert skates forward after skating backward, gives it off to Watson. He'll take a chance from the outside of the circle, off to Tucker. Cullibert didn't have a shooting lane. Back for Watson. Tucker again. Schreiber to Tucker. All the way back to Wagner at the far point. He walks the line. Down low to Mark Tucker. Cullibert. Straightaway point. Watson. Still no shooting lanes available. They take a chance, and that's wide. And perhaps that's why they were hesitant to shoot, because that one ends up one and done. 10.5 to go here in the second. 1:05 to go on the power play. Here comes Watson. He'll glide through the middle, pass up top. Looking for Mark Tucker. He has stood up. Gives Crandall a little bit of a bump on the back of the head. It's a little love tap. It's that time of year.
It is. Valentine's Day soon, Todd.
It's just getting an early start on it. Coming up through the middle. Wagner almost overskated it. That would have been a dangerous spot to leave the puck. Harris heads off on a change after dumping it in. Knocked down with a high stick. Doesn't matter as it's brought down. Sorrentino comes in on the offensive end. Still shorthanded for another 15 seconds. Sorrentino gets back up from his knees and still had the control. Put in close by Bishop. He'll head off on a change. Maxfield looks to stretch it out. Ramped in there by Sperry. He tries to chase it down, but we're back to even strength all around. They joust for it right in front of the SIUe bench. Quatlander comes off as he joins the fray. Maxfield will go back to his own zone and pick it up. 11 minutes played here in the second period. Another ramp play. Out of the reach of Quatlander, but there will be no icing. Here's Puravat. Spins it back towards his forehand. But the Braves collected it. Maxfield steps up. Spikes it down low to Quatlander. He had it pilfered away. There's a catch, lifts one up to center. And then a check from behind by Spence. And they're going to call a hand pass.
That one, it's not the highest ceilings here at the Murrayville University Hockey Center. So usually when big flips like that are done, it catches the rafters, but it just missed it, and SIUe Cougars made a hand pass, so it's going all the way back down to their zone. Bradley able to kill off another power play for SIUe, so good on them and their special teams.
Shot in from the circle by Sorrentino. That's turned away by Rash. He comes up with another save. Quatlander brings it out. He'll fire it just wide of the goal as they try to chase it down. Puravat ridden into the wall. Still comes up with the puck as he tries to scrape it off the dashers. Quatlander will be outraced as Tuttle got there first. LaRose made a steal on the clearance and ultimately shot wide of the far post. Cougars starting to get their legs back under them. A little more possession here in the second period. Tuttle flips it out. Took a deflection off of LaRosa's stick, so even if it had crossed that goal line, wouldn't have been icing. Cougars trying to catch Bradley in the line change, will not do so. Here's Cooney. Take it on two defenders. Uses his speed to get around one, and he will draw a penalty.
So like you said, the penalty is going to start to even out. When you move your feet and you beat your defender, sometimes that's the only thing that that defender can do. So Bradley draws a penalty, and they're going to go on the power play with 7:42 left in the second period.
And we see that all over the place in today's game. Such a hard play to defend. If you can lower that inner shoulder, go kind of underneath the defender, once you get that little edge, there's really nothing the defender can do in today's game to stop that.
Right, yeah, it's a very hard.
Other than taking a penalty, really. So into the box goes Blake Smith. Face-off won by the Braves. You hear some groans from the fans as the puck split both of their defenders. They come right back in under the skate of Straker. Culleberg hammers it around. That's not going to clear. There's a catch off the dashers. Shot in from the hash marks. Missed everything. Kohut just kind of tossed it over here to the near boards. Wasn't on the same page as Cooney, so the Cougars are able to clear. 30 seconds gone in the first power play for Bradley. They get away with a sloppy pass across the middle. Brought in by Straker. Tic-tac-toe they go. Straker ends up with it again. Etchison carries in behind the net. Kohut with a one-timer, trying to go back across the grain, but he missed. Good block along the blue line by Mark Tucker to clear that out. Kohut in behind Etchison. He wasn't expecting it. Wagner fires it back the other way. Hit a body along the near side. Kohut slams on the brakes and again. Cooney trying to go down low to Andrew Spence. A scramble in front and it's covered up.
Spence got it off the boards as it snuck out. It hit the backboards behind that goal and snuck out, and Spence was trying to just shove it right in between the left skate and left post of Rash, but Rash was able to hug his post as hard as he can, was able to get the cover on that.
Face-off won by the Braves. Spence to Spence as Andrew gave it over to Ryan. Now the shot in from the point. The rebound is loose. But it's ultimately pushed over and cleared out by the Cougars. Another solid save made by Rash. 8 shots on goal in this period for the Bradley Braves. Couple here in this power play as well. They give it away in the attacking zone, and Maxfield will clear it the length of the ice. That'll effectively kill off the power play. There's now a shorthanded opportunity, trying a wraparound, but it just snuck away from the stick of Joe Watson. Paris fires it over to the far boards. Crandall up to Pierce. Slowly crosses the blue line. On the counterattack, here's Watson in onside, and Cullerberg with a shot. Again, kind of off the heel of the stick, so didn't get much on it. Spence gets it up to center. That was Ryan over to Andrew. He ran out of real estate as there was a defender right there. Back the other way we come. Here comes DeFossette. He is smashed up against the near side boards. Pierce looking for Straker on the counter from the corner. That one missed by quite a bit. Fawcett trying to stretch it out again. That was out of the reach of Paris. That'll ultimately result in an icing call.
It's a good opportunity for SIUe. The puck just barely squeaks by that forward breaking in. Get a face-off down to the left of Rash in the SIUe zone. 20 shots to 9, Todd. Bradley's kind of taken a leap, kind of taken away from SIUe as far as shot totals go.
And whistle one wide as Kohut went left to right on the chance. Missed on the glove side. Schmidt back towards the corner. Tuttle trying to chase it down. Cougars get there first. They just shovel one out towards center. And you're really starting to kind of see the pressure of the Braves take a little bit of the jump out of the skates of the Cougars right now.
Mm-hmm.
Rink wide pass, looking for DeFossett. That was out of his reach, so that'll result in another icing call. I've always been interested to see, like, DeFossett there. He knows that's an icing, and he still glides over towards the bench, like, maybe I can get out.
Yeah, sometimes, the ref might not really realize who's on the ice. So he's going to miss it, and they're going to get some fresh legs out there. Usually doesn't happen, but no harm in trying.
Give it a whirl, I guess. Cougars win the draw. Still can't clear the zone, though. Trying to go up through the middle. Looking to get it into the mixer. Flood was there. Cooney with a chance, and another great save by Rash.
Wow.
Cooney stays focused, but inside he's got to be looking up to the heavens. He chances one and another one, and still can't get that one towards goal. Cooney has been snake bitten here this afternoon, and that snake's name is Brendan Rash, as he has managed to make all the saves except for one. Cougars cannot clear initially. Second opportunity, they get it towards the middle. Miller comes in, and offside is the call.
Unfortunate, as SIUe had a 3-on-2 break. They're far forward on the right side. Just snuck over the blue line a little too early. Good sign for Bradley. Bradley's making some line changes, and they got caught, so lucky for them.
3:15 to go here in the second as the dump-in failed. Kohut got a piece of it along the near boards. He puts it into the zone for Bishop. He lost it. Bishop regains it. puts it in front. Kohut got the deflection, one-timer. It's loose, and it squirts just in behind the goaltender.
Oh.
And now Rash is pulled out of the crease as he believes the catcher's stick was caught up in his paraphernalia. No penalty. Now as the catch goes down, he's struggling.
What's going on here, Todd? I mean, bodies are everywhere right now.
As the catch gets back up, he takes a look at the deflection, just barely missed it on the way through. Kohut's calling for it. The shot in, glove save, and now Rash has had enough of all that. He gives the catch a slash as well as a push with the blocker to one of the other Bradley Braves in the vicinity.
Yeah, the second time that Bradley's right there on top of Rash, and he had enough of it. Took a little swing, said, get out of my crease. As Bradley's really been putting the pressure on. 25 shots now.
Few words exchanged there after the play. Sure, they're just talking about where they might meet up for dinner later on.
Sure.
2:32 to go here in the second.
Might we have some suggestions, Todd? We know the area quite well.
There's lots of good places around here. maybe even head over to main event, do some bowling.
Okay.
As Chuck mentioned, the shot totals starting to really tilt in the favor of the Braves. It's 25-9 now. As Rash has really been called upon here to keep his team in the game. A bouncer in below the goal line. Lucas Tucker regathers it to the point. Maxfield able to hold that in. His shot was deflected in behind the net. Looking for a one-timer out in front, and it's deflected way up into the netting. Good chance for Corey Sperry, but he just couldn't get that one through past the defender.
Yeah, Sporey Carey was open right there, Todd, and just couldn't get the shot in there.
2:10 left to go here in the second.
210. That was my police academy graduating class, class 210.
Good to know.
A little knowledge for you.
little trivia for those at home.
Man, 2010.
Maxfield back in his own zone. Rips one off the far boards. Tuttle comes back the other way. Just outside the circle. And that one goes up high on the goaltender. Managed to get a piece of it, though. Cougars try to keep the legs fresh. They intercept one. Here's Wagner, and that one is blocked. Tucker lost it for a moment. Cross ice pass. Straker brings it in. Straker in with Sorrentino. Schmidt is there as well. Straker still has it on the stick. He gives it off. Shot from an angle, and Etchison denied.
Boy, what great patience by Straker over here on the near side. He was waiting for his other defender to get a change, and he was able to hold on to it, break away from two SIUe forwards, and get the pass off, resulting in a nice scoring opportunity. So great patience by Straker. It just shows what hockey sense can really do.
Yeah, because if you just take that shot and you miss, then all of a sudden you're shorthanded going back the other way.
Yeah, it just careens around the roulette wheel, you know.
1:12 to go here in the second period. Score still 1-0, despite a mounting shot total. Braves win the face-off again. Etchison puts another one towards goal, but it was off a stick. So just kind of rainbowed down into the glove of Rash.
They got that play. They got their third defender directly behind the centerman trying to get a one-timer off the face-off.
Looking for it again, but Cooney wasn't able to win the face-off this time around. Wagner leaves it for Schreiber. He backhands it up to Watson. He skates in, takes a hip check, still manages to get it into the corner. McAtee came in a little bit late, threw a body. Puck ends up on the far side. Cooney tried to play it off the Dashers to himself. Schreiber got a piece of it. And now that's going to spring a counter. Here comes Cooney. He goes to the forehead, shoots wide, rebound, score! Trevor Cooney missed on the first time, but the puck came off the end wall right back to him. And he has made it 2-0 Bradley.
When they tell you to stay with the puck and stay with the play, that's exactly why. Trevor Cooney with speed misses the first shot, hits off the back wall, and he grabs his own rebound, putting it in for a 2-0 lead. Bradley's 28th shot. And Todd, it must be something for Bradley. Under a minute, both periods, they've gotten their goals.
Yeah, this one comes at 19:24, so they like to leave it till the last moment. But the Braves now have doubled their lead. It's 2-0, looking to make it 3. Here's Bishop. Oh, and the pass to Straker was knocked away. Cullibert got a stick in. Lucas Adams gives it away. The puck loose along the near circle. Kohut gets it back after feeding into the corner. He does it again.
Did you say Lucas Adams there, Todd?
I don't think so, but I might have.
I think you did. That's a Maryville player, bud.
If you just let it go, nobody would have noticed.
No, we got to call each other out. It's fine.
The buzzer sounds. 40 minutes are in the books. The Bradley Braves have a 2-0 lead over the SIUe Cougars. Both teams will head off to the locker room. Still 20 minutes left in this one with a lot to be decided, but right now the momentum is on the favor of the Braves.
Yeah, well, SIUe has a total of 1 shot on goal for that period, Todd. So you're not going to win hockey games getting 1 shot on. That being said, it's only a 2-goal lead. Worse than hockey, as they always say. And SIUe's not out of this. So it's going to be a hard-fought third period. Anxious to see it.
So we'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have your Hogan Trucking intermission report. 2-0 is the score after 2 periods of play. This is the MACHA Conference Tournament.
The CCM one-piece boot.
The CCM one-piece boot?
If I had these in my day,
I could have been Connor McDavid.
I could have been Connor McDavid.
Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Helps make your feet faster, gives you a closer fit. Anyone can be Connor McDavid. Looking sharp, bud.
Good thing you got that one-piece boot, you duster.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play.
Left wing feed goal.
At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reel 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools, so you can easily review plays and coach your team better both during and after the game. This all-in-one, cost-effective solution also allows you to telestrate, tag, and add notes to each move, and watch your upcoming opponent's matches on the Video Exchange platform. Pixelot produces and analyzes thousands of games every single day from over 130 leagues and tournaments around the globe. Join the AI revolution in sports.
Just a dream. Go back to sleep.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go.
Le echan mucho, nos vas a ver bien feo, así que
Yeah, medium to high.
Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time.
That looks good. A comer.
For two.
From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
There's power in numbers. Number ones will cook you with that first step.
Your L, sir. Compliments of the chef.
Number 10s, more gold than Midas.
Midas who?
24s will live in your head. 33s put in so many hours, they'll be the first to defeat Father Time.
What you got, 33? Clouds up, old man. Run it back. I said run it back.
50s, ice in their veins. And 87s are so good, they just set up shop in the end zone.
Next.
There's power in numbers. Take yours. Powerade. More power for 0 to 99, more power for me.
Back to the Hogan Trucking Intermission Report here at the MACHA Conference Tournament. The score 2-0 in favor of the Bradley Braves as they lead the SIUe Cougars after 40 minutes of play. Well, we saw it in the second period. Bradley started to really kind of take control. You see it in the shot totals. It's 28-9. You mentioned it there before the break. One shot on goal for the Cougars just isn't going to get it done. They've got to come out here in the third period and get a few more putts in on the net.
Yeah, I mean, for the most part, Todd, I mean, they're in the game, you know. Like I said at the end there when Bradley scored, both their goals have come under the 1 minute mark left to go in the period. So, you know, it's kind of deflating because SIUE is going in the locker room. You know, they're thinking, okay, guys, you know, great period. And then Bradley comes out and scores. So they got to find a way to absolutely get more shots on goal. And they gotta take it to the last minute, the last second of the period, just like Bradley's been doing.
Now you have to credit the Braves, though, because they really kind of grabbed hold of that period. First period, despite the disparity in the shots, it was really much more even. In that second period, Bradley kind of grabbed it by the scruff, really took the game by an offensive foothold. And I mentioned they had 16 shots on goal in that period alone. And if not for Brandon Roush, this game could be even more than 2-0.
Yeah, you know, Bradley has absolutely, they've been able to figure out a way to get possession down low and put the shots on. Let's transition over to special teams. SIUe's had 3 power plays, and I don't know if they've gotten a shot on any of them. Maybe 1 or 2 shots on their power play. So if they're going to generate a hard-fought play to get those power plays, they really have to answer. They really got to get something going on those power plays to be able to beat a team like Bradley.
So right now the score 2-0, but as you mentioned, it's still right there for either one of these teams. We could very much see a 4-0 score line. We could see SIUe come back. It's really going to boil down to who gets the better of this period.
Yeah, it's a new season. It's a new game. You know, here we go. Let's do this. Ready? The playoffs, right? It's always a new season.
Right.
Every period, it's a new game. I mean, it really is the way playoffs work. Every period is a brand new game. Take 15 minutes, get a breather, get some water, get some Gatorade, and just come out and play hard. SIUe is. Although, you know, the shots are so different and the score is different, SIUe has not played bad hockey. So they're absolutely still in this. Bradley's been playing great. So, yeah, tough task for SIUe, but they're in it, and we'll see what the third period brings.
So still 1 period of play at least left to go in this one. We'll see whether or not the Cougars can mount the comeback or whether it's Bradley skating off to play either Iowa or Iowa State come tomorrow. That still has to be determined. We'll have the third period coming up for you with the score 2-0. The Bradley Braves lead the SIUe Cougars right here at the MACHA Conference Tournament.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time.
That looks good. A comer.
From now on, we're not going to leave anything on our plates. Because we've learned to savor the moments that were always there. And they never tasted this good.
In today's sports world, high-quality video and accurate data are key elements for improving team results, player development, and fan engagement. Pixelot, the world's leading AI-automated sports production company, provides an end-to-end video and data solution for fans, players, and coaches. Pixelot systems are installed around the world and produce thousands of live matches every day with customized live graphics, ads, color commentary, and play-by-play. At the end of the game, our AI generates highlight reel 100% automatically. Analysts and the coaching staff get video breakdowns and stats from VidSwap, Pixelot's video analysis platform. Each game captured is automatically broken down by sports professionals on a video editing platform for in-depth analysis. The real-time game breakdowns from live video and official data include shot charts, heat maps, and detailed game, team, and player stats. The platform offers a variety of editing and self-coding tools, so you can easily review plays and coach your team better both during and after the game. This all-in-one, cost-effective solution also allows you to telestrate, tag, and add notes to each move, and watch your upcoming opponent's matches on the Video Exchange platform. Pixelot produces and analyzes thousands of games every single day from over 130 leagues and tournaments around the globe. Join the AI revolution in sports.
dream.
Go back to sleep.
There's power in numbers. Number ones will cook you with that first step.
Your L, sir. Compliments of the chef.
Number 10s, more gold than Midas.
Midas who?
24s will live in your head.
I'm home.
33s put in so many hours, they'll be the first to defeat Father Time.
What you got, 33? Clowns up, old man. Run it back. I said run it back.
50s, ice in their veins. And 87s are so good, they just set up shop in the end zone.
Next.
There's power in numbers. Take yours.
And welcome back as we're just about set for the third period. The teams have switched their sides.
And here we are back at the Maryville University Hockey Center.
Had a microphone malfunction there for a second. Up through the middle come the Cougars into the zone. It's Miller. He'll take a chance towards goal, and that's the first good opportunity for the Cougars of the third, and a good way to get things started as they trail by 2. Miller lifts the stick of Kohut as they battle for it along the far side boards. Quatlander comes in. Pirabat is there as well as Miller spins out towards the edge of the circle on the near side. Puck lost in the skates of Flood, but still the Braves come up with it. They throw it right into the body of the linesman. Now Etchison toe drags and shovels it out into the neutral zone. Cullibert stretches it out, and that's just under the stick of Watson, and that leads to an icing call. So a good start for SIUe on their first shift. But with an icing call against them, that's going to send it down in their defensive zone.
Yep, exactly what they need to do. They need to get a fresh start. Probably get one here early, Todd, and kind of work on that second one.
Some of the players for the other teams that will be playing in our 5:30 game starting to warm up and watch their potential opponents should they win. Again, if you'd like to watch that game, it will be right here on this YouTube channel with the Illinois State Redbirds taking on the Maryville Saints. Shack comes up into the near corner, drops it to Bryant at the point. He was rushed on the play, gives it up to Cullenberg. 3-on-2 the other way. Mark Tucker couldn't handle the pass, and it's flipped back out to center. Brought back into the defensive zone, however, by Bishop, so that almost gave a free pass to the Cougars, who were in offside. Doesn't matter, though. Maxfield comes up to Mark Tucker. He tried to fire one towards goal. That was knocked down. Spence to Spence. You got Tucker and Tucker, Spence and Spence. All out on the ice in the same time. Now here is Spence. Right toe save made as he denies Ryan Spence. Randall had it roll off of his stick. Swept up and then scooped in by Lucas Tucker. Crandall will slow it up in behind his own goal. 17:45 to go here in the third. Kept in the zone by Verhaar. He has to chase it down as everybody else was going off on a change. He's joined in there by Sperry. Verhaar. Sperry takes a man down, comes up with the puck. Verhaar heads it now in behind the goal. He's tied up by Spence. Verhaar comes up with it. Bad angle chance. They were looking for the man in front. Everything came up empty. McAtee was the intended target. No icing here. 17:10 to go here in the third. Rowe sets it up in behind his own goal. He's got McAtee heading up north. Instead, it's LaRose here on the near side. He'll go rink wide, deflected by Verhaar. It'll go out of play, but that will avoid an icing call and allow them to change.
Good pressure on early by SIUe down low with Bradley. Able to get some shots. One official shot, bringing that total to 10, but exactly what SIUe needs to do if they want to come out and tie this game up.
Center ice face-off. Puck in the possession of the Braves, although they give it up on the dump in. LaRose over to Wagner. He couldn't clear. Shot ends up wide from the far boards. Paris puts it up, and it's sent right back the other way by Straker. Rowe had the pressure coming. Paris kicks at it, drops it off to LaRose. Pass up north to McAtee. He ran into a defensive stick. Sorrentino from the near circle, trying to go up blocker's side. There was a little bit of a hole there, but it was waffle boarded away. And then a stick save into the glove of Brandon Roush, as he has just been on fire here today.
Yeah. Don't know if he meant to do it. It made it look good, though.
Nice and flashy.
Yep.
That is the 31st shot on goal. So 29 saves for Rash. Etchison pops another one towards goal. Sticked away, was going wide. Cougars trying to counter. You can start to see the urgency in their play. They know they've only got 20 minutes to accomplish something. Off the far boards, Schreiber scoops it up over the red line, chases towards it, but can't connect. Culleberg back at his own end. A little over 4 minutes played here in the third period. Cougars looking to escape on the far side, in through the middle. Watson brings it around. Takes a bump from behind. Schmidt made the play. Was able to knock that puck loose. Through the wickets of Maxfield, but they say that he had an opportunity to play it, so no icing. Rash gets it up to Watson. Wagner over the blue line. Passes through the middle are hard to come by right now for the Cougars. Shack gets it in the offensive zone. Maxfield lost his stick. That's dangerous as he's a defender. He's wondering what to do. They get it to Bishop. His shot was blocked. The back check made by Pureback. He comes on the counterattack over the red line. Drops it in. He tried to wall that off. Good play by Kohut. Up through the middle. Bishop crosses the red line. Skates over the blue on the near side. Maxfield takes a spill. Bishop with a backhand chance. Right off the belly of the goaltender.
Good cut by Bishop.
Shack back to Bryant. He'll take a wrister. Pad save made off the knee. And then this goes back to the blue line and over the stick of Bryant. Bryant was calling for it. The Cougars get out on a quick change. Out of the reach of Smith. Kept alive by Spence. Ryan has it. Tucker to Verhaar. That popped off of his stick. Andrew Spence looking for Ryan. Instead it went back the other way. Here's Tuttle. He'll just pop one in right into the webbing. Rash was a little indecisive, but does keep it alive. 6 minutes played here in the third. Verhaar leaves it. Tried to pop one loose. Sperry was going in on the attack, not connecting. He'll ramp one in and head off on a change. Verhaar in on the forecheck. Tic-tac-toe, the Bradley Braves go. They'll go off on a change themselves. And now misplay by LaRose. They got it in front. Tuttle puts it wide. He'll regather and send it into the corner. Flipped out into the slot. Nothing doing there. On the counter. Put in by DeFawcett. And then misplayed along the side of the net by Schneider. He gets away with it. Cross-ice pass, looking for the one-timer on the far circle. That's Ovi's house. It came up empty on this opportunity. And we'll get an icing call.
A couple chances for SIUe, but Bradley's forwards are back checking. Their defenders are keeping them on the outside. But yeah, a misplay by Schneider down there. He thought he had it, but it just snuck out to the left of him. Luckily, his defender was there to get the puck out of there, away from the SIUe forward.
Watson goes against Straker in the face-off circle. Cougars come up with it. Culleberg flips one towards goal. Nobody got a touch in on it. Comes back over here to the near boards. Wagner lost an edge, and it's cleared down, but it will be another icing.
It's another chance for SIUe. The Cougars down to the left of Schneider. The offensive zone face-off. 12:54 left here in the period. 32-11 on the shots in favor of Bradley.
Same two players about to take the face-off. Straker and Watson. Watson gets it again. Culleberg drops it down. Looking for Watson in the middle. He got kind of a skate up in the back of his knee, or excuse me, a stick, I should say. That took him off balance to make that shot. And then an awkward play there by Rash as he kind of got that caught up in between the pads.
Yeah.
But it'll be a face-off inside the zone for Bradley. 12:39 to go here, third period, 2-goal game. This time it's Flood against Watson, and Watson gets the better of it again. Culleberg looks up ice. Mark Tucker here on the near boards. Through the legs, here's Tucker. And Watson, he lost the edge on his play as well. Just a little bit too antsy there from the center for SIUe. They're still in control of it. Tucker flips it in behind the net, nobody home. Etchison, he's got Cooney over to his left, puts it up through the middle. Cooney over to the far wing, drives around. Etchison puts it over the net.
What a setup.
Mark Tucker over the red line. Sweet check with the stick, and Kohut knocks it away as it denied on the blue. Cooney gives it up to Flood, gets the return pass outside the circle, looking for Flood, but it missed him and ended up straight on goal. Etchison again, this time it's wide.
Hopefully Retchinson, third time's a charm, because he's had two setups right there in the middle, all alone.
May have just nicked off the top of the pad of the goaltender, but nevertheless, Etchison won't feel much better about that. 11:30 to go here in the third period. Collision in behind the play, but the puck goes over the blue line on the attack for the Cougars. And now there's a whistle.
Hand pass.
I guess they're saying it came from the neutral zone because hand pass is all right in the defensive zone.
Not in ACHA, Todd.
Ah.
Todd,
it helps to know these little intricacies.
Yeah, that's one of the rules that are different. Yeah, you can't hand pass at all. As far as NCAA and pros, you can in your defensive zone. So
Maxfield with it in his own zone, hard around, knocked down by Smith. He's probably got to be looking at him like, where are you going with that?
Yeah, what was that for, bud?
Now Straker with the interception. His shot was blocked, and then that is kept out by Rash. I don't know how he pinned that.
I thought that went in.
I thought for sure it had to go under the blocker.
And
he pinned it up against his body. Fantastic save there for Rash.
Yeah, Straker put his hand up. He thought he scored. I did as well. But, yeah, good job by Rash keeping that out.
Now here's Spence. Tic-tac-toe the passes once again. But coming up empty on the shots. Verhaar lifts the stick of Spence. Cooney was offside, so he couldn't touch that. On the attack, Sperry scoops it towards goal. Schneider electing to keep this one alive. Kohut up the zone, looking for Spence. He gives it off. Ryan Spence comes in. He's got Cooney. He's going to take a shot instead, and it's a pad save. Ryan Spence. Andrew was set up in front. Instead, he comes over to help out in the corner. Both of them tied up by two Cougars. Ryan to Kohut. His shot rainbows into the corner. Swing and a miss on the clearance. Verhaar comes up with it. Halfway through the period, 2-0 still your score. Cougars going to have to go into desperation mode here soon. Kohut comes back across, fires one that was going well wide, but Rash not wanting to allow play to continue, so he gloves it down.
So some grade A opportunities for Bradley down here. Like we said, Etchison got two really, really good chances. And then the last shot by Straker.
Despite a good push by the Cougars in the early going of the period, they still don't have the shot totals to back it up.
No.
3 shots on goal thus far this period. Trying to set something up here from behind the cage. Instead, the Braves pilfer it away. Straker took it out, lost control of it. Bryant skates it back in his own end. Looking to find Straker on the zone exit. He's tied up with Culleberg. Etchison comes in, and he's bumped. Cross-body check thrown by Wagner. Puck comes back out in front. Nobody home there in white. Cougars will fire it back out. Straker at the end of a long line shift. It's delayed offside, so that'll allow the Cougars to get it. Wagner stretches it out, looking for Mark Tucker. He had it knocked away. Here comes Watson. He lost control of it on the far side as Crandall made the steal. Schreiber, his shot was knocked down. Wagner kicks it, skate to stick, drop pass for Watson. There's a defender in front. Now Maxfield didn't quite get the angle on that right. One-timer in front, score! Third time was the charm as it's Etchison on the one-time.
It's clear that he can get open in front. That's exactly what he did, Todd. For that third time, wide open, gets the one-timer. And you have to think Bradley all but has closed this one out here. Take a 3-0 lead with 8:31 left to go.
So Etchison at 11:29 on the one-timer just sneaks it underneath the goaltender. Rash slams his stick to the ice in frustration, but once that pass got through, I mean, it was just about keeping that shot low. That was always going to be a difficult save to make. But that triples the lead. It's 3-0. And it would take a Herculean effort now for the Cougars to come back in this one. Now they set up Straker from the circle. Another save made as it went up off the collarbone of Rash. Straker drops it off. Kohut with a shot off the skate of Maxfield. He cannot clear. Bishop's drive was knocked up and over. Trying to set up Straker on the one-timer. And that one just nibbled off the stick of the goaltender on its way through.
Ooh.
Shack is knocked down. Cougars trying to spring something here. Out of the reach of Purabat. Quatlander looks around as he was taken out of the play behind everything, but no call coming. Now we get a whistle, and it's going to be another hand pass with 7:41 to go here in the third.
You got to wonder if SIUe's frustration is going to start showing on the ice as far as a little chippy play. Because I know exactly. I mean, I've absolutely been in that. You know, you make it into the playoffs. It's 3-0. You're down on yourself. You don't know really what's gonna happen, but you never know.
We've reached that stage in the game where you can kind of see it in the body language of the players as Schneider dives out to cover this one up. Everybody on the Bradley bench is standing up. Quite the opposite for the SIUe Cougars as they're all kind of sitting down.
Yeah, and Todd, I've noticed that the entire game, Bradley's guys on the bench have been standing the entire game. It's like when we were young growing up playing, you'd stand up the entire time, and I take a seat when I can now.
You relish the opportunity to hit the pine.
Absolutely.
The Braves skate over their own blue line, and then Ryan Spence scoops it in. Now Andrews set it up. One-timer, they score. What a passing play, and the goal goes in. Knocked in by Zach Pierce. Set up by both Spences.
Like you said, a passing play. Pierce coming in from the corner. Gets the pass, one-timer. 38th shot on goal for Bradley. 4th goal of the game for them as they go up 4-0.
So now the floodgates have pretty much opened up here in the third. It's 4-0. Pierce with the goal at 12:52. So Bradley looking like they're going to continue on as that one was turned away. Now they've in the kitchen of the goaltender. Rash is not happy about it at all. He's throwing a few little jabs there. But the winners of this game and the next game will face either Iowa or Iowa State come tomorrow. And who plays who depends on the seeding of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Iowa State, we haven't had a chance to see Iowa, so I can't speak on them as much, but Iowa State looks extremely dangerous.
They're a very good team.
They played Maryville, I believe it was 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Came in having won, I think it was 11 straight.
Yeah, they're a great team. They're big. Them guys are big, too.
So big and fast, and that's a hard combination to counteract. As the high shot from Etchison, Rash comes out, John Casey style, spikes it away. Crandall back in his own zone with a little over 6 minutes to go here in the third. Kohut flips one up the middle, deflected in by Cooney. That'll avoid an icing call. LaRose with the stretch pass to Purabat. He comes in on the wing, hits the brakes, just pops it into the corner. Sperry over skates as he was disrupted by Bishop. Wagner steps up, looking for the hit on Tuttle. Now it's Purabat to Sperry. Intercepted. Bryant got a piece of it. Sperry makes the steal, hands it off, and then a shot well wide by LaRose. Lucas Tucker trying to keep things alive. He comes in to help out his teammate as Sperry had it tied up along the boards. Sperry looking for Tucker. Ooh. No such luck. Jabbed away from Maxfield as he was pinching in from the point. This will result in an icing call with 5:08 to go.
So you're starting to see the legs of SIUe kind of starting to get to them. They've played a really hard game, hard-fought game against a big team like Bradley.
Braves win it. Shack over to the far side. Skates past his own bench. Off the near boards for Bishop. Maxfield ties him up, and the referee gets involved as well. Harris comes up the near wing and gave it away to Crandall. Bishop fires it far corner. Braves on the line change. Maxfield thought he had some pressure coming. Nobody really even in the zone, so still makes an iffy pass across the ice. Watson to Paris. Back to Watson. Off the toe of his stick as it goes into the zone. Ryan Spence off the far boards. Cooney rink wide to Andrew Spence. Cooney comes in on the far wing. Spence tried to find him, but the shot was blocked. Shot pass, if you will. Paris just kind of shuffleboards it out. Up to Cooney. He deflected it as he heads off to the bench. 4 minutes left. Andrew Spence tied up in the corner and roughed up by Culleberg as well. Spence goes to the ice. A bounce pass. Puck pinballing back and forth. Another blocker save. And then it's put towards the side of the net. Rash was able to keep that one out. Braves have it in their own zone. Sorrentino, the intended target as it comes up the near side. Off the glass and glove down. The left-hander puts it back to the captain. He'll go rink wide, out of the reach of Tuttle. Rose over to the far boards. Miller was bumped, and they're going to call tripping.
I was going to say, are they not going to call that? Yeah, it was. He got his leg out and tripped the guy as he was coming by.
So SIUe will head off to the power play for the 4th time. And you got to figure that when they look back on this game, there's moments here and there where something different could have happened for them, but going 0 for 3 on the power play to this point is really, I believe, what kind of came back to bite them. Even if you only get one of those, that changes the complexion of this game completely.
Yeah, it really does. It gets something started.
So they're going to pull their goaltender with 3:06 to go. So a 6-on-4 attack here. Wagner has the puck off the faceoff. Another faceoff win for Watson. He gets the puck outside the circle, wrists one in, but it was knocked down, and Ryan Spence will clear. 1:45 left in the power play. Wagner skates up through the middle. Near side pass to Tucker as he drags it off the boards. Lost it to Spence. He will clear it into the neutral zone. Again, the linesman kind of in the way. Although I'm not sure which team that actually helped out because more time comes off the clock. Here's Watson, peels back away from the circle, from the blue line, cross-ice pass to Wagner, who's all the way up. He puts one into the mixer. Everybody hacking and whacking. Spence comes up with it. He's going to go for the empty net and misses to the far side by about a foot. 65 seconds left in the power play. Verhaar crosses the line, not under control as he took a bump from Crandall, excuse me. Braves cleared around again. Bishop. Miscommunication here along the back end. Couple poor passes by SIUe almost allowed an empty net opportunity. Wagner drops it back to Fawcett, to Watson. Blocker save made as Schneider read that one perfectly. Braves come out with it. And here is Sorrentino off the post.
Oh, my gosh. No, it's going to be a goal. It's going to be called a goal because the guy threw a stick. So he was going down on no goalie. And it's a goal. So even though Sorrentino got the shot off and hit the post, the SIUe defender threw his stick at Sorrentino, so he'll get awarded with the goal.
I mean, that's the correct call. Obviously, by the rules, you're not allowed to throw the stick. But
it really had no bearing on the play.
They kind of bailed out the shooter there because the stick didn't touch the puck. He just shot it right into the post. So Sorrentino gets the goal. 18:30 is the time. 90 seconds left in this one. 5-0 is your score.
I wonder what that defender for SIUe was thinking. I didn't see who it was.
I think at that point it's probably just frustration.
Yeah, it absolutely is. You're right.
You don't see it often. Normally, I think because when they're on a break like that, they finish it off. But
yeah.
You see it occasionally in the NHL where somebody's just like, it's 5-0. I'm going to throw the stick at it.
So, interesting end to the game.
And this is one of those games that it's hard to break down really because 5-0 is a just score,
right?
Given the entire 60 minutes, but I don't think it's going to really show that SIUe was in this one for so long and then just didn't have it quite enough in the third. But credit to the Bradley Braves as they have done exactly what they set out to do, which is get on to the next round. Maxfield will hold it in from the blue line off a shin pad of Sorrentino. Maxfield gets it back. Wrist shot. Easy stick save made from Schneider. And Schneider was tested in the first period, but after that, the Braves really solidified themselves defensively in front of him, and he has not had to face nearly as many shots. So 60 minutes are in the books, and now they've got to separate players in behind the play. Is Straker, and couldn't see who that other player was for the Cougars. They were mixing it up. That was LaRose. But they're going to separate themselves. We'll see whether or not they allow them to go through the handshake line or not. But a valiant effort for the SIUe Cougars still ends up in defeat as they just could not crack the egg on the scoreboard. Devin Schneider gets a shutout, and the Bradley Braves are victorious by the final score of 5-0.
Yeah, Bradley will move on, and like you said, it was not for a lack of effort from the SIUe Cougars, but Bradley was just able to get that extra push and win 41 shots to 16, 5-0 in the score.
So as the teams go through the handshake line, we'll step aside. When we come back, we'll give our final thoughts on this one. It's a 5-0 win for the Bradley Braves. Don't go too far. We will have just a quick post-game wrap-up right here from the Maryville University Hockey Center. This is MACHA Conference Action.
The day the world stopped was the day we found where to go. Lost together, we discovered ourselves again. And we realized that the things that matter deserve time.
And welcome back to the Hogan Trucking post-game wrap-up. The final score, the Bradley Braves beat the SIUe Cougars by a score of 5-0, and 5 different goal scorers for Bradley in this one. It was a slow start for them. They got the first goal late in that first period, second goal late in the second period, but then they really kind of finished things off in the third.
Yeah, it just goes to show what type of team Bradley is. Like we said, the late ones in the first and second, and then kind of the floodgates open, and they get 3 more in the third period for a final of 5-0, and a kind of a strange end with Sorrentino getting a goal that he didn't put the puck over the line.
Yeah, definitely an interesting one there, as we saw there at the end. He hits the iron on an empty net, but then the defender threw the stick. They have to call that a goal, and that is the rule, obviously. But we got a little bit of everything in this game. The first period was basically a goaltender's duel. Second period started off a little bit sloppy between the two teams. Both teams kind of found themselves, but then Bradley really starts establishing themselves. And then in the third period, it was mostly the Braves with the SIUe Cougars just kind of ran out of gas a little bit.
Yeah, I would say Bradley was a little more established. They're more crisp on the passes. While we did see moments of very good forechecking and pressure by SIUe, I think overall Bradley's play and structure was a little bit better, which you can only expect, seeing the seedings and the rankings, and Bradley coming in with 115, 116 goals throughout the season. So I think Bradley had a little bit of the step, obviously with the score at 5-0, but like I said, coming off the broadcast, it wasn't for a lack of effort by SIUe. They put it all out there. In the first 2 periods, they were right there in it with Bradley, but third period comes up, and Bradley was just able to get that extra push.
So for SIUe, their season comes to an end. For the Bradley Braves, they continue on, and they will play either Iowa or Iowa State come up tomorrow. Coming up in just about an hour or so, we will have the second game of our 3-game set here from the Maryville University Hockey Center. It's going to be the Illinois State Redbirds taking on the Maryville Saints. So we hope that you'll tune in for that one. Until then, we hope you enjoyed today's game. Again, it's a 5-0 win by the Bradley Braves over the SIUe Cougars. And until the next time, this has been the MACHA Conference Tournament.